Hey everybody, my name is Nick, and I'll be playing as Vornvel.
I'm B, and I will be playing as Violet.
My name's Alex. I'm playing Cyrus Eldemar.
I'm Sarah, and I'm playing Cinder.
I'm Juno, and I'm playing the Ashen One.
I'm Hubelio, your Dungeon Master, and I just want to thank everyone for liking, subscribing, clicking the comment button and leaving a comment, because without you guys, we would still be the Eldritch Outcast and we would still be playing, but it's a lot more fun with you guys coming along for the ride with us. So thank you very much. Without further ado, welcome back to Rise of the Leviathan. We rejoin our adventures this week by rewinding just a little bit, as most of the stalwart band was busy and battled with treacherous merrowfolk, interrogating your contact here in Seagate, and contending with a truly spectacular swan diving tadpole. We take a step back to Varanvel. Finally back in your home environs, the murky depths of the oceans, outside the temple you were about to enter. While the rest of the party went inside, you feel the pull of a current of water, like a smell of an apple pie wafting from a window, or like the smell of perfume haunting your memory. You feel a deep connection to whatever it is out there. As you dismiss yourself from your companions and swim out, you sense it more than you see it. Kieran, the god coral of the Valkyrie people, it is calling you, sending you a vision. In a flash, you see the stories and history of your people over the last century playing out before you. Swifter than a swooping bird, you feel yourself soaring in the air past the great plateaus of the Terrakari. You see city-state after city-state, some built to be stationary, others to float on the floodwaters, but all built with the intention of being permanent, mighty, dominant, even arrogant. Waterfalls spill off the sheer cliff faces, splashing through clouds nestled close to the rock formations. Wheeling between rock and cloud, you see the rise and fall of the floods. Year after year, season after season, waters rise hundreds of feet and fall again. These massive plateaus are thrust up from the deep network of ravines known as the Wash, a deep trench that spans a huge area of land covering much of the Sundermere continent, covering a wide band from west coast to east coast. Your vision carries you faster than any creature could move, east, further east, and then swooping south away from the plateaus, back to solid ground, and finally you arrive. You see it. Your vision zips past rivers, a high water line, forests, and pastures until it settles upon a highland lake. A highland lake that you remember quite well, Voranvel. It was an olive branch, a peace treaty, a long-standing home. It was a mistake. The Valkyrie Lake town of Terraval, the first and last of its kind. Brief flashes in front of you of its heyday, and you zoom in to see a very familiar face. It's your own face as a very, very young Valkyrie. You see a hand reach down and pat your head and say, "Hey there, little Finn. We'll be just visiting here for the day." And in a moment that personal memory of yours flashes into disaster, you see the flames and explosions set by the Terrakari, landwalkers as they call themselves. It has been millennia since your people felt a pain like that. A betrayal and utter destruction. Most who fled were content to cower and hide and slink into the waters to forget the horror. Your vision falters for a moment, and before it occurs, you knew what you would see next. The Valsari. These were the Valkyrie Tritons who did not take this offense lightly. Vengeance, anger, destruction followed them in their wrath. They bolstered their numbers with the almost feral Sawagan people you share waters with, and they struck back. You're back at the city-states, now far away from Terraval, burnt to the ground for years. And chief among those city-states is Hirathon, a city that was built to float upon those floodwaters of Rymorre. An ancient engineering miracle. You're only given a moment to appreciate its beauty before you see the destruction wrought by the Valsari. Sabotage in the anchoring mechanisms brutally sink the city and crush it as it vanishes out of sight within minutes beneath the bubbling waters. More pain, more hurt, more revenge, and more destruction. You think upon your own past deeds and wonder. A voice in your head says, Valkari and Valsari, two sides of the same coin. In your own heart, you can feel that it is not right to idly sit by and allow injustice, nor is the wholesale destruction that unbridled vengeance leaves in its wake. Find the balance in yourself, and you might help your people find balance with themselves. Do not let them continue to be two sundered peoples. Follow Malgan Ramel. Heal yourself. Find your community. Heal your community. And you find yourself about a half a mile back away from the temple ruin that you left. And you see a procession, your party, leaving the temple going back into the city.
Yeah, with the tears blending in with the ocean streaming out of my eyes, I'm going to shake my head and then I'm just going to book it straight because I think there might be something to attack, and that's what Vel needs right now.
Okay. So as you pursue your companions, your team of folks searching this man out, you do notice that there's a figure with them. And as you cross back into the city and your gills kind of just flatten against you and you're breathing air again, you are walking, you're not sprinting, but you're walking with purpose to intentionally try to catch up to them. They do go out of your vision for a few minutes, and you notice a light above, not as yellow as the other jellyfish. One of the jellyfish is orange, and as you notice this, you see something crashing through the barrier, the dome that is around the city. And this enormous black tadpole has the orange jellyfish in its mouth, and they are both crashing down to the ground. And before you see them land, they kind of disappear behind a building in the direction that your party is in. And that's where we are going to pick up today, because your party is actually in the midst of a fight with this creature. So let's bring that up here. And we're going to say, let's see. Let's get Varanvel in here. I'm going to say you're coming in right around here.
Yeah, Job's just shaking me up 5 minutes to the to the session. Oof, give me the chills.
So I'm going to give you control of this token here.
Got it.
Let me flip back to my initiative order. I'm going to put you at the top of the initiative here because that's where we left off. Right now, let me get this going. I'm going to start some music here. And what you see before you is just a huge splattering mess of orange. The jellyfish did not survive the fall, but this tadpole did, and it looks pretty angry. It doesn't look fully intact. There's some scratches and cuts on it. You see Cyrus face off directly next to this tadpole. You see Cinder behind the tadpole, and you also see Violet just to the south. Seems as though she may have been running to get help, but most importantly, and maybe most concerning potentially here, is that the Ashen One is laying motionless on the ground just to the south of the tadpole. So Varanvel, it is your turn. What are you gonna do?
Oh, okay, so seeing Ash on the ground and this is all chaotic going on, Ash is going to pull out his double scythe, the reaping tool, and spin it a few times in his hands. He will kind of get down to a very wide battle stance and close his eyes for a second. As he closes his eyes, vibrations begin to kind of erupt from the depths of his throat, and as he begins to go into a rage. And we going into the Valkyrie battle rage.
All right.
And so that'll be my bonus action.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I believe I should be able to. Oh, I'm going to be just short of him, 5 feet.
No,
Okay.
you're good. You're good. I mean, you're coming into this pretty hot.
Okay.
So like your overall position here is not like exact. I would say that you were rolling in here sprinting, trying to figure out what's going on here. So you're in melee range.
Thanks, Jebs.
Of course.
All right, and I am going to swing of Sora.
Okay.
Does a 16 hit?
Certainly does.
Okay. And that will be it's 10 on the dice, so 14 plus additional 2 for rage, so 16. And then as I strike of Sora, the kind of driftwood makeup of Sora's shaft will kind of glow bright for a second as something kind of erupts, and this will be my radiant attack. So
yep.
You have advantage on all attacks because of the fairy fire.
Oh, thank you. Oh, okay. That was worse. So 6 on the dice with radiant, though, so that will be a total of 16. So 16 slashing damage and 6 radiant damage.
So 24 total damage.
Correct.
Perfect. All right. Is that it for your turn, Val?
That is for my turn, yep.
All right. So Cyrus, you see your companion once disappeared, now reunited and lunging at this tadpole. It is your turn, Cyrus.
Mm-hmm. Now, when the Ashen One was knocked unconscious, where he is on the map, is that where he actually is? Because you said it was when he cut the thing, he got hit with acid.
Let's see. Juno, do you remember if you were directly in melee range? We can just say he's there. That's fine. I'm okay with that.
I thought I got pushed back.
Yeah, there might have been a pushback as well.
I think there was.
Okay. So yeah, we'll say he's there.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna send Oz south after Violet. I'm gonna tell him to find her and make sure she's okay.
Okay.
And I guess I'll just take a swing at this this tadpole. It's a natural 20. That's nice.
Ooh, all right.
Yeah.
All right, so I
First
have
nat
to do
20.
math. So let's see, 6. It says 24 before I roll the dice
Okay.
because I have sneak attack.
Now we're doing some real damage.
Oh yeah.
So that's 37 total.
37.
Yeah, 37. It's all piercing damage total. And
All right.
I'm gonna step over to my right,
Okay.
just so that if it turns its line of sight towards me, I'll be in between it and the Ashen One, and that's gonna be my turn.
All right, Violet, you are up.
And I see this armored figure in front of me.
Oh, are you talking about the one that was on the rooftop from before?
The one that looked like they could help, yeah.
Okay. Make a perception roll real quick.
Ducky dice, don't fail me. Okay, fuck you. Ten.
Okay. So in the few moments that you spend, you look back up at the rooftop and this armored figure is nowhere to be seen.
Well, fuck me, I guess. I just left my entire team to just die. I guess I will run back.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, that was 2 rounds of dashing away.
I would say that in the confusion, you find yourself pretty close back to the action at this point.
How close?
Well, where you are on the map, let's see, you're 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, maybe 40 feet away from the Ashen One at the moment.
Okay. Is that all my movement to get to where I am then?
You can move. You can use your movement where you're at right now on the map.
Okay. Okay, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Okay, well, since I can make it up to the Ashen One, apparently, I am going to all of my movements, I believe. Yes. Sorry. I am going to cast Spare the Dying. I'm going to lay a hand on his shoulder, and there's going to be this brief warmth that kind of just wraps your body, and you are now stabilized, and you don't need to roll death saving throws. And I will pass my turn.
All right. It is Cinder's turn.
Okay. All right. So, first things first, Cinder is going to cast Eldritch Blast upon it. And I still have Hex that is being concentrated on from last session.
Yep.
And this is at advantage. It's still lit up.
Yes, it is. Yes, it
Okay.
is.
I love that. Thank you. God, it's too dark. Okay, I like that one better. That's 19 to hit.
That is definitely a hit.
Excellent. Okay. That is going to be 8 points. 5 5 points of force damage and 3 points of necrotic damage if it matters. And yeah.
8 total. All right,
Mhm.
cool.
And then Cinder is going to fly as fast as she can to get towards the Ashen one, who is still out of action at the moment.
Okay.
And that is my turn.
All right. So as you move, the tadpole wobbles a little bit on its 2 legs, and you just kind of hear the sloshing, the the sloshing liquid inside. And let's see, we need to get a few things out here.
Mr.
we?
Romel is there. Is it there? God.
I can't
Stop
imagine
giving
how
dice.
disgusting it is in there.
He's so dead. He's so dead. There's no way.
You gotta have hope. You gotta have hope.
So you hear internally like a gulping, like noise, and like a really loud like belch, and it's going to flick its tail out, and the tail's going to sweep, and it's going to swing at Vel, and it's going to swing at Cyrus, basically like kind of like a huge like a skippo kind of a thing. So to Vel, it's going to be a 13 to hit. Does that hit?
That does not hit. No. I'll
Okay,
be
no.
jumping over that tail.
Now you are raging at the moment, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
Angry jump rope.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then Cyrus, it's a 14. Does that hit? No. All right. So you guys both manage. Vel sweeps under the tail, and Cyrus vaults over the tail as it sweeps through. And that's going to be it for its turn. Ashen One, you are currently still down, but you are not rolling death saves at the moment. So you just kind of like pans to you, and you're just like barely breathing. And we're gonna go back to Vel.
So, from my point of view, was it obvious that there's something inside the tadpole at the moment? Just because Vel wouldn't know if someone was swallowed.
Actually, you could totally make a survival check. That
Okay.
might clue you in if you want to make a quick survival check. Not it wouldn't be your action. It's
Oh.
just
It's a dirty 20.
yeah. I would say that there's a good like you're thinking you hear the burp and you're like, well, it's probably chewing on something.
Would I be able to use my action to try and like shove my fist into the goal of this thing, grab and pull out?
Because there was sloshing, you have an idea that there might be some sort of weird liquid in this thing. So you can absolutely try to reach in and try to pull something out, but it might be a little dangerous.
Well, I've never been known for subtlety, so I'm gonna give it a shot. I'm gonna with my offhand, I'm just gonna reach in there and just the first thing I feel, I'm just gonna grab and rip out.
Make an
It's gonna
athletics
be its
roll.
tongue. Oh my god.
This is with advantage. Oh yeah. Oh, 2 natural to 18s. Check that out.
Nice.
All right.
Nice. So
it's a 24 total.
beautiful. Yeah, you do manage to get a hold of this thing's tongue, and you pull it out, and you're grappling the tadpole by its tongue right now.
I knew it.
And I'm going so I am able to communicate simple ideas with beasts that are able to breathe breathe water.
Okay. Yeah.
So the idea that I will be kind of showing, and it's going to be kind of coming through the vibrations, is going to be, I'm not letting go of your tongue until whoever is in your mouth, like basically the dog, like spit it out, you know.
So as you communicate this, there is a liquid film on the tongue that comes into contact with your skin, and it does 3 poison damage.
Okay.
Anything else for your turn, Val?
No, that'll do it.
All right, Cyrus, you are up.
All right. Well, I suppose I'm just going to rinse and repeat. It worked really well last time. So I'm just going to take another swing at this guy. And let's see what the rapier... That's another natural 20.
Are you kidding?
No, on the same die,
Oh
too.
my god,
I'll
this
take
thing's
that.
gonna get wrecked.
You can mail that dice to me. That's the one I'm taking.
No. No.
This is karma for all those natural ones you rolled.
Yeah.
I
Exactly.
need it.
Oh, shit. That's a lot of damage, too.
Boy.
That's a lot
All
of
right.
damage.
39
Damn.
this time.
39.
Alright.
Oh
Jesus.
boy. Here we
Bro,
go.
let's swap characters, please.
Yeah, seriously.
I don't have any spell slots left.
And so the Ashen one, he's still unconscious, right?
Correct.
Okay. Is it apparent to me that he is not quite as close to death as he was like 10 seconds ago?
Yeah, it's not like Violet had like subtle spell rolling. The spare the dying was pretty obvious to everyone around.
Okay. Then I'm gonna shift around to get to the other side of this thing. Not to actually like create any flanking for like mechanics, but just so that this thing has to look at 180 degrees to see both of us in melee range. And then that's where I'm gonna stay.
Okay. Anything else for your turn?
No, I'm good with it.
All right, Violet.
Okay. Oh man. I don't like not having any of my spell slots, by the way. Not fun. Would not recommend. Okay, well, I can't heal you. I feel so bad. Like I
It's
actually feel
okay.
so guilty.
It's okay.
I guess the best thing I can do in this situation is attempt to drag this 6'5" beast, this hunk of a man, backwards with my -1 strength. Bro. Would that be a half movement then?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's, oh my god, what's 15? Okay, sorry, I can do math, guys. I am going to drag the Ashen one back 15 feet, just away from the combat. Okay, would that be my action too, to drag him?
No, I mean you're not pulling him away from like melee range of this thing, so that's just your entire movement used up.
Okay, then I need a dexterity saving throw from this beast as I cast Sacred Flame on it.
An 8 probably doesn't do much.
No, no, it fucking doesn't. Oh, but a 1 on my damage dice doesn't do a lot either. It's 1 point of radiant damage.
I will write it in.
I'm so useful, guys. Oh my god.
Anything else for
That I'm
Violet?
passing my turn.
All right, Cinder, you are up.
All right, Cinder's going to keep on with her trajectory. And she is going to fly over towards the Ashen one and drop down. And she is going to take her hand down. She's going to pan over his wounds. And it's going to start glowing again as she casts Cure Wounds. My last remaining spell slot.
Okay.
I
So,
love you.
I also love you.
Ashen One, as your eyes open, you see kind of like in a green haze, mostly just filling the majority of your vision, but you do see Cinder leaned over you, looking directly in your face. And as Cinder's breath catches, you have a moment to just say something quickly as you awaken.
Thank you. I was not ready to join the spirits just yet.
Then stop getting in the way and get out.
I have a
Move
weakness
further
for
away.
bad tools.
Move. You heal for 6 points.
You're amazing.
Stop dying, please.
Cinder,
Thank
anything
you.
else for your turn?
That was pretty much all of my movements. I don't think I have much in the way of bonus actions. No, I do not.
Okay.
Level 3. Love it. So Cinder is going to move a little bit over, and she is going to again form a tiefling shield in front of Ashen One, just in case this giant baby frog has any ideas.
All right.
Tieflings from the front and the back. That's a
How
party.
it goes. You're not
Yo,
wrong.
stop.
All right. So as you manage to resuscitate and revive your party member, the tadpole gets ready to move. And as the tadpole gets ready to wrench itself away from Varanvel, something high in the air glints in the yellow jelly light. For a moment, only a twinkle exists above you. And a moment later, the deadly spear whistles through the wind as if meant for only one destination. In an instant, the spear finds its home, impaling the creature's mass through the tongue, through its head, through its tongue, and burrowing into the dirt underneath, just a few inches. The great beast's dread maw yawns open, and it falls over lifeless. Still in your hands, Varanvel. It's no longer drawing breath, and vile liquids mix and pour out of its cavernous grimace. Only a second passes, and a shimmering juggernaut slams down from on high, shaking the ground slightly, and in a 3-point pose, the destroyer that you saw earlier, Violet, remains motionless just for a moment before grasping and prying the spear free of its lodging.
Yeah, no, I just got the ick. 3 points pose, are you serious?
The superhero landing.
Yeah, bro, come on. Pull up all badass
Did
just
he-
to fucking throw me off, bro.
Did he land with his helmet off and he's like,
Yeah.
Hold on. Are those ribbons, are they streaming in the wind dramatically?
That is a great question. That's a great question. You see before you the towering knight clad in that mail, festooned with the same sea glass that gives that district its name.
Mm.
The flowing cloak and ribbons set on the spear no longer have but a single color. Now they too have a similar sheen of pearlescent radiance. One moment greens and purples, another reds, browns, and wild blue streaks. For a moment, you're unsure if this warrior has the capacity for speech at all. But finally, they remove their helmet to reveal an elf's square face, wreathed in shoulder-length black hair. A grin seems set to steal its way across his rugged features, but it's held in check. It's held in check by a penetrating look downward at the tadpole. In the seconds it takes for him to scan the destruction he has just visited upon this dead creature before him, you see that every inch of him screams a hero's arrival, a grand air of conquest, might, bravery, and perhaps chivalry. His cloak, the ribbons and the cloak, billow in a wind that is not there.
Just,
No
I always feel
way.
this guy's just permanent blue steel. Just
I feel like this dude has a soundtrack in his head that only he hears, and he's just standing there posing for way too
Oh,
long.
baby, I'm
I
hearing
think
it
you're
too.
right.
Don't worry. Are we out of combat now?
You are out of combat, and as you are out of combat, he finally moves just a little bit, and he says, "Townsfolk, without your help, I could not have single-handedly destroyed this creature."
Oh, fuck off. Are you joking? That's serious. Oh my god.
I never joke. I'm always deadly serious.
Okay. Violet is just kind of like kneeling on the ground, caressing the Ashen One's head in her lap. And she just looks down at him. Are you okay?
You have eyes like the stars.
Why, thank you, sir. I do moisturize from time to time.
Okay, well, I appreciate the compliment. Can you get up on your own, or do you need assistance?
Yes. Yes, I believe I can get up.
And I'm just gonna kind of slowly lean on one side and just like unceremoniously stand up, just kind of staggering a little bit as I take those first steps, and then I kind of find my footing and stand.
I will follow and stand right after.
Vel's
Oh.
gonna be. Oh, go ahead.
Sorry, I'm panicking because I just remembered Mr. Romel. He's
Yes.
still in the creature.
So don't worry. Vel's on it. While this is going on, Vel is going to be rolling up the time like he's rolling up an extension cord and just wrap it around his arm until there's tension to it, and then he's going to reach in and just start like tapping around until he feels something that is somewhat humanoid and grab and pull.
So as you're sloshing your arms around,
Oh, don't use the word sloshing.
It's too late. It's been done.
3 times now.
you take
Is it moist?
You take 6 poison damage.
Okay.
There is a foot, a human foot, that you grab onto. You pull on it, and the remains of a human
No,
come along with the foot that you pull on.
don't say remains. Violet is immediately running over. Is it him? Is it Mr. Romel?
You can make an investigation check at disadvantage.
And Vel's holding him up by his ankle in front of you, so you can expect him.
No, put him down. Put him down. Lay him down.
And let him go.
Would I be able to see
Oh,
a spirit at all?
gently. What is wrong with you? You said disadvantage?
With disadvantage.
Okay.
I'll
And I'm
answer that
sorry, you
question
said
in just a second.
investigation?
That's right.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm panicking. Okay, one was a natural 20, but the other one was a math. Hold on. Oh, it's a +0. Never mind. That's a 16.
Okay.
Waste of my natural 20.
So the body is mostly decomposed already. There
Okay.
is, I mean, you would feel bad about the fact that there's not much clothing on it, other than the fact that there's nothing discernible on this body. There is no hair on the near the top of the head.
Okay, well, Mr. Romel was bald anyways.
Yep.
Sorry.
That's all right.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
Ashen One, you're looking for some sort of a trace of like spirit, correct?
Mm-hmm.
You could make a straight wisdom check.
Can it be a gay wisdom check? Sorry, that was really bad. Sorry.
I'll allow it. I'll allow it.
I also need to re-roll. My dice landed perfectly on my other dice, and it's like just pointing straight up.
Sure, yeah.
Okay. I'm sorry. I don't want to get us canceled.
I think
got
you're
a
okay. I think you're okay.
I got a 10.
A 10. Okay. With that 10, there's not much that you can detect spirit-wise. You do sense a certain energy from the tadpole as well as the jellyfish, but it's more of like almost like a warmth rather than an actual presence, if that makes sense.
Okay.
So, as you are evaluating and trying to figure out what has happened here, uh, the 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 armored knight seems to just be like kind of like posing, and the cape is still billowing and the ribbons are still billowing from his spear, and he is wiping his spear off, and he says, by the way, in case you ever need me to come and save you again, I am the Sea Glass Sentinel.
Sea Glass Sentinel. Putting that on my do not contact list.
And he says Sea Glass Sentinel loud enough so that like some people that are nearby and like we're hiding in buildings, like kind of like poke their head out. And they're like, it's him. You hear voices saying, I can't believe he came. And slowly the area begins to fill with folk that definitely seem to recognize and maybe even admire this person, and they begin to swarm him, and you realize that he was standing in that pose waiting for himself to be swarmed by people. So he takes several steps away from the tadpole and out of the muck and mire of orange jellyfish that is splayed out in this courtyard area, and he says, easy now, one at a time. I can sign all of your autographs, no worries.
Cinder is going to look over to Violet and just say, is this guy for real? Is this actually happening?
She's just kind of holding like the decomposed body.
I'm sorry, you might be.
I had answers. They were right there, and now it's gone. And she's going to drop her bag and go straight into the tadpole's mouth because there's no way that motherfucker is dead.
Cinder is going to stop if she can. She's going to attempt to stop the wee cleric from jumping into the corpse's acidic, poisonous mouth, if I may.
I'm fighting that. That's got to be.
Fine.
That's contested. That's contested.
Okay, I'm here for it.
What is this? Athletics?
You could roll athletics, yeah.
If I'm the grapplee, is that the right phrase? I don't know. If I'm the person being grappled, is it acrobatics or athletics?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's the ruling. Yeah?
So.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, well then I am going to roll acrobatics because that's better. Oh, well, fuck me in my ass.
Well, hold on. Let's see what I got. I'm not that great at athletics myself.
So, point of contention, Oz was instructed to keep Violet safe.
True.
He's going to be taking the help action to give Cinder advantage because he doesn't want Violet going down into the acid pit of the tadpole.
Thank you.
No,
I mean, it wasn't a bad roll. It wasn't a bad roll, but if I can do better, I'll do better. Okay, it was a little bit worse, but it's okay. That's going to be a 16 athletics.
10.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
So, Cinder, you catch Violet's wrist, and Violet, as you like bring your other hand around to kind of like clap onto the hand that's holding onto your wrist, Ozzy swoops in and like basically like lands on your hands and manages to help Cinder pull you away from this poisonous maw for the time being.
Can you please not do anything stupid? I don't have the ability to heal anyone else, and I don't think you do either.
Obviously not. He lays there dead. They were right there. And she just kind of like goes limp, just completely defeated.
Cinder will kind of fall to her knees beside her and put what she hopes to be a reassuring arm around her shoulder. I don't know what you just lost.
Everything.
No, he did not lose everything. Whatever it is, I'll do what I can to help you, but please don't do anything foolish. Can you promise me you won't do anything foolish?
Is that Mr. Romel? Can you tell me if that is Mr. Romel?
It's rather nasty. I'll try to take a look. And I would like to also attempt a check to see if I can identify the remains as Mr. Ramel.
As the remains have sat in the air, they continue to decompose. And unfortunately, no further investigation can be
Can I try triple disadvantage?
made.
Could I try to help somebody else see if they see spirits?
Can we all see dead people, please?
I was gonna say quadruple disadvantage, but
I'll take it.
You can have triple disadvantage with the Ashen One's help.
Okay. I haven't rolled triple
disadvantage. People
This
really
is-
do that?
This is not real Dungeons and Dragons, but
This is not a it's
No,
not
this
rules as
is
written.
evil. This is
it
evil.
is.
This is the DM feeling bad for us and trying to make me feel better by saying,
Do you
"Hey,
see
Sarah,
this
roll
tear?
dice."
There's a process to my help for you to see if you're
Oh
going
my
to see a dead
God.
person. There's a whole
Guys.
process.
Guys.
There is, I know.
God. Okay, first of all,
Oh,
what
no.
kind of check is it, DM?
It would be an investigation.
Okay. Hear me out. Hear me out. My first one, the highest roll was an 18.
Okay.
Second highest was a 16.
Mhm.
Third highest or lowest was a 14.
Okay.
Does a 15 give me anything? Triple disadvantage, and I still got a 15. Come on, man.
Before I answer that question, Ashen One, tell us how you are assisting Cinder in this, because there is a specific process that the Ashen One has when he is helping try to detect spirits.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
I'm going to walk over and are you crouched down right now? Is Cinder crouched down?
She was crouched down when she was trying to console Violet.
Mhm.
If Mr. Ramel is within, if he's really closer than I'd prefer as a player, and I don't need to get up, then I'll still be crouched down.
Okay. I'm going to be mindful of your wing. You're not stepping on any of the feathers and stuff, and
you.
just kind of sit to your kneel to your left side, and just kind of turn and look at you and just say, if you really want to try to communicate, I can help, but the process is not ideal for those who are unaccustomed to what it takes to speak with the dead.
We can certainly give it a try.
All right. So Ashen One is going to take his hand and put it up to his mouth, and you're going to see a flash of fangs as he bites into his palm, causing himself to bleed slightly. And then I'm going to gently put my hand on the back of your head and tilt your head back and squeeze blood into your mouth to drink.
Okay. Okay, that's a thing. I think she might resist a little bit, being caught off guard. Probably before anything gets dripped anywhere, she's just going to be like, "Is this what you mean? What is this?"
It is how you see the dead. It is how you speak with them.
It's not the way I've ever seen it done before.
Ash, we talked about this. You can't be bleeding people's mouths.
No. Hold on. This is a little nasty, but if this will help us find some closure for Violet, then I've done more unpleasant things, I think. Hopefully. I guess we'll find out. Can we make this quick?
Of
course. So then, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and proceed with it, and then as I see, like, all right, actually, real quick, just I'm gonna give this trigger warning because I should have done this at the beginning for the blood thing, but uh, yeah, I'm dripping dripping the blood into your mouth, and it's kind of drip, drip, drip around, and then I'm gonna wipe away the remains of it with my thumb gently off your mouth. Uh,
The small voice kind of just like chimes in from originating near Cinder. You just hear this voice saying, now we're having some fun.
Can you just shut up? I'm not trying to listen to you.
who are you talking to? Is it Morgan?
I don't think so. No, sorry. Just hold on. And Cinder's going to try and focus on other voices.
Okay. Okay. So with that 15, unfortunately, there's nothing you can discern.
I drank my party member's blood. I rolled a 15, a triple disadvantage.
I think that should have been enough.
You are a cruel DM.
But you do get a really unique class-specific perk called hepatitis.
Great. Awesome. That's exactly what I wanted. Fabulous.
All right.
So Val, you're actually like kind of just like finding like chunks of jellyfish and you're tossing them out of the mouth as you're like still like kind of waist deep in the grime and the gristle of this thing's mouth and this maw, and you just see like weirdly colored liquids just like swarming and like gliding past you. Apart from the you find a beak that could have been like the beak of the jellyfish or something. It may have been a beak of some other creature, who knows. But you toss that out and you don't find anything else once you get rid of those chunks of things. Are you planning on staying in there? Are you planning on exiting the maw?
Yeah, I'm just gonna pull that ton tight all the way I can, and I'll fit around in my belt until I get my hand axe out, and I'm just gonna cut it from the base. I'll wrap that around me like a sash,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna reach into the back of the throat of the tadpole and see if I can find the poison sac and dislodge that.
It has been burst already.
All right, and then I'll kind of look back at the self-proclaimed hero, I'll be like, and then I'll go back to filling around, and then I'll turn around. Ash, you're right back there.
Yes, I am taken care of.
All right, what the hell happened?
Well, you disappeared, and then we followed the bald man, Rommel, and then we looked up and a tadpole fell from the sky. And then we fought for our life against this baby frog.
Is he dead?
From the looks of it, I would seem a little unusual for there to be a human swimming around out in the ocean. It could only be this body from all of the investigation that we've put into this. We also fought merfolk earlier as well. I believe it would have been nice to have you there.
Yes, I was fortunately distracted. But
Is it something you want to talk about?
not at the moment. We have more pressing things to figure out. I'm just gonna look down at the body.
Mhm.
With my experience of swallowing, does the poison decomposition rate line up with what they just said that he was just swallowed?
Um,
Or does it look like that body's been in there for a little bit longer?
there, you can tell that there's very significant, um, very significant acidic damage dealt to this body, and over the multiple rounds that this creature digested, seems like it would be consistent with what you're seeing.
We are investigating the fuck out of this body.
I'll
We
just
need
kinda-
it.
I'll just squat down and grab the figure by the chin and kind of like have it look at me and like,
Okay.
fuck. And I will stand up. Well, Cyrus, right? That was some hell of some sword work back there.
Yeah, I suppose it was. You missed the first part. You almost got me killed. You almost got your friend killed twice today. You did get our friend killed, but I appreciate your compliment. Thank you, sir. And I'm walking away. I want to be as far away from Fell and the Sea Glass Sentinel as I can possibly be.
Okay. So the most immediate route for that would probably be to the south. So you're probably
And
walking
which
to the
way
south.
is Malgin's office?
Malgin's office is to the west behind Vel.
Okay. In that case, I'll walk right kind of through, kind of shoulder check Vel a little bit,
Yep.
and I'm going to go towards his office.
Okay.
Seeing as Cyrus is headed that way, Violet is going to quickly gather her things up and head right after him because she needs things now.
Okay.
That's a threat, by the way, Jubs.
Cinder is very disappointed. Very disappointed.
Okay.
So disappointed. She tried so hard. With a little less air in her wings, pun intended, she's going to get up and she is going to follow after Violet. She's probably going to give this sea glass sentinel a little look of disdain, but I imagine he's probably too busy thinking about himself to see it.
As he is schmoozing with these people that are just falling over themselves to get his attention, he does notice that you glance at him, and out of the corner of his eye, you just see like his eye dart and his head tilts just slightly to you, and you see the one eye just like wink at you.
I have a new goal. Kill this man.
I'm getting like mad angel shot vibes from this guy. Like he is creepy.
Cinder does not react or respond to him and his weird look
Okay.
and keeps on walking like he's nothing.
Good job.
I'll walk over to Ash and knock some of the stuff off your shoulder. Not sure what his problem was. Apparently, I was really busy while I was gone. I was trying to kill everyone.
Yes, it would have been nice to have you here. I did almost die twice without you, brother. If maybe don't do that again.
Well, you should know me well by now that whatever it was very important. But I'll do better next time to try to keep you informed. It was I haven't had that feeling in quite a few times. I think I got a little ahead of myself.
I understand.
And then I'm just gonna kind of look around and like briefly glance at the annoying soldier man, seagull ass sentinel. And
Seagull's okay.
yeah.
He just says mine when all the
Yeah.
attention's around.
And then I'm look back to Val. I'm just gonna be like,
Do you think we should follow them to the office?
I don't know what else we're supposed to be doing right now. Our entire reason to be here just got swallowed and vomited back up. So
Well,
let's just stick around and maybe we can figure something out.
as long as we get to rest soon, I am tired and walking is not the easiest right now. I'm just going to say that I kind of slightly lean on Bell. Don't give me that look.
Sorry.
Well, let's get some rest then, and then I'll start walking as you start leaning into me, so you just kind of stumble to the right.
You're such a weenie head. I literally, that was not my intention. I just needed help. I can't stand.
It's like a poorly timed trust fall. I just start walking.
No social cues from this guy.
None.
So as you stumble towards the office, in following Cyrus, you hear the Sea Glass Sentinel say, "Well, of course I destroy beasts like this by myself all the time. It's my job. Why wouldn't I be like the most amazing person in the city? Like, isn't that obvious?"
I want to immediately like something in that for just he's focusing on all of this like all of this stuff, saving the day and everything. But I with my tie to just like death, life and death and the importance, I'm gonna like not lose my shit, but just kind of just immediately turn and pick up. Do I have to do a strength or anything to pick up the body?
uh, Pick up.
I want to pick up the dead body.
Malgan Ramel's.
Yeah.
The
Oh, so it is Malgan. Thank you.
Oh, son of a bitch!
Oh, clever.
But I'm gonna pick up the body and
the
I'm
dead
gonna
humanoid
walk.
body.
Yes, the humanoid
Right.
body, and I'm going to. Don't worry, I won't meta it, but I'm gonna walk through the crowd and just like press the body against him and just be like, "Amazing! You say you saved the day, but you didn't save him. Can you save him?"
So when you press the body against him, give me a quick dexterity check just to see like if he. I just want to see if he manages to like judo reposition the body or anything before you.
Judo reposition.
Can my hatred for this sentinel give him advantage? No, I'm just kidding.
16.
Okay, so you managed to do it. You press the body against him, and you notice like there's a brief moment where like it presses against him, and he doesn't even hear what you have to say, and he says, "Ah!" And he jumps to the side, and he says, please stand back. There's plenty of me to go around for everyone."
Plenty of you to go around, but not plenty of care for the life of somebody who died. You saved the day, apparently, but you didn't even care about this person who was trapped in the belly.
Well, who is this man? Is it someone that you knew?
Does it matter if we know them? All life is sacred.
Well, I mean, of course, you're right, but I mean, even a hero such as myself cannot save 100% of every person every time. There's still tragedy in this world. That's why the Sea Glass Sentinel must always be prepared.
Then why aren't you prepared to mourn for the loss of a body you failed to save? Why aren't you prepared to bury this, to show even a flick of emotion for the loss of life?
Well, of course, we can have a funeral for this poor soul. Why don't we organize a funeral, everyone? Is there any clergy around? Anyone that could say some last rites? Anyone? And they just like look around and they look towards you.
Yes, I can do that, but you're taking the body.
And I'm gonna hand it to him.
Okay.
And put it in his arms.
Okay. He said, "It would be my honor to bury this poor soul. Let us meet. Let us meet at the Temple of Divine Jelly Light here in the University District. You know where that is, right?"
No.
Well, it's just to the east. It has a large bell on the top of its structure. It's very, very tough to miss. So if you want to meet there in maybe an hour or so, we could discuss the funeral arrangements if you would like to. It's just like I said, it's past this courtyard and about a 5-minute walk down that path. And he points to the path that's to the that kind of like goes to the south and east out of the courtyard.
I'm gonna look at him and I'm just gonna say, this is not something for both of us. This is something for you to atone for failing to save and recognize a death. You will take control of this. You will say his last rites.
Well, we must all recognize the loss of this life. Let us go. Let's all go to the chapel. Let's go to the temple. And he just walks off and like just
With the body.
with the body.
Good. Well, I'm going to turn back and I'm going to head towards Val because how they're doing their burial, how they're doing everything does not necessarily align with my own beliefs.
Okay.
I know the spirit's gone and I know that anything past the fact is just some type of sense of closure. But in reality, it's just kind of, he needs to make that thing for himself. And I don't want to go and have him be like, oh, I'm just going to put this off on you and then disappear or pose, all chiseled like in the background. He might be a 10 out of 10, but his attitude is a 2 out of 10. I don't want
That's
that.
Generous. That is very
1 out of
generous.
10.
That is so generous.
That's fair. That's fair. But I'm going to turn and walk back towards Val.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll just kind of smack you on the shoulder, kind of give it a squeeze, and say, I know, but idiots like that, you can't get anything through their head.
I didn't necessarily want to put anything through their head. We don't need another death, but they are, in fact, an idiot. At least compared to me.
And then we're going to walk in.
Val doesn't disagree and just starts walking. He just does a little nod and then
So, yeah. Stoic.
Okay. So as you enter the building, there's not a whole lot of activity, but down the hall, about 5 offices down, you hear like shuffling. You hear movement. And Cyrus, this is you and Violet walking behind Cyrus as the first two, and I believe Cinder's pretty close following after. And as you get close, you hear what sounds like the noise of someone moving around, shuffling papers, lifting things, moving things around
Like in his office already?
in the office.
And the office was, because we went there earlier before we went to the dean, and it was
locked.
right. Okay.
Yes, it was.
Can you? So, I think I misunderstood the office setup.
Sure.
So I thought that it was kind of like almost like a warehouse, for lack of a better term. What's with like just one entrance into a large area? Is it like an office in a building?
It's a building that has like classrooms and small offices and a main hallway going down the middle.
Okay. And so, because the door to get even into the building was locked. So when we approach that door, is it open?
It's unlocked, and you push against the door, it opens.
Okay. So then that immediately is going to set my spidey senses off.
Okay.
And so I'm going to draw my rapier, snap my fingers, get Oz on my shoulder, kind of put my left hand like out and back for Violet, and then I'm going to drop down to a knee, put my hand on Oz's head, close my eyes, and then I'm going to send him down that hallway up at ceiling level. And I'm looking, I think I can only do sight or hearing at a time. Let me make sure.
For familiar? It's
Yeah.
both.
So I will use. Okay, I do have. It's just an action. So yeah, I will. I will just have. I'm gonna have him go as far down as he can, and then come back to me, and hopefully nothing bad happens to him.
Nothing bad happens, but you definitely hear that noise coming from the office that's about 5 doors down on the right hand side.
Okay, 5 doors down on the right. So
And you do see on the door, like that the door is ajar, but on the door it says Spelunker in Chief Maugan Ramel.
Splinker. Sorry. This is
I'm-
The
silly
in
word.
chief is even better. I love it.
I'm gonna put my finger to my lips and then kind of gesture Violet to follow me, and then I'm gonna creep in, hugging the wall to the right. I'm gonna go down until I'm about 5 feet or so away from the door into his office. Is that door open?
The door into his office is open. Yeah, it's
Okay.
ajar. Yeah.
All right. I am going to reach into my one of my component pouch, pull out a little piece of fleece, and I'm gonna whisper into it, and I'm gonna throw it out. And when I do, I cast minor illusion, and Violet and I hear Maugan's voice echoing out in not like a full blown like scream, but not just like speaking, like shouting, "What's going on in here?"
Okay. The movement and the shuffling stops inside the office, and you hear the voice of the dean saying, Maugan, is that you?
How did the dean get here? I thought he ran away.
So you lost track of the dean when you noticed the sea glass sentinel. So he is it sounds like he is currently in that office.
I'm gonna cast minor illusion, do the same thing, except at this time again, still with Maugan's voice.
Mm-hmm.
Dean, is that you? Please help.
You hear footsteps draw closer to the door.
I'm going to slide right next to it, and I have rapier out in one hand, and I'm just going to stand and wait until I hear the door open. And if I do, I'm going to reach in with my left hand and just, because if it is the dean, he was a halfling, correct?
It was a gnome.
A gnome. Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm expecting him to be much smaller than me. So I'm just going to try and reach and grab and pull him out into the hallway.
Make a acrobatics with advantage.
Okay.
Please tell me it's like some 10-foot dude who's like absolutely yoked out.
That's my
Grab his
worry.
head.
What are you doing?
So it is a 22, and yeah, I'm reaching for what I think would be his collar height and hoping I don't grab a belt buckle or something. Because, yeah.
So much like a wizard reaching into a hedge and pulling out a gardener, you reach down and pull the dean from the scruff of his neck, like his collar, and he swings his fist, and because his fist is a little bit shorter than your arm, he connects with nothing. He like swings at open air and he says, "Put me down."
Now that I can see him, I will. I'll toss him, not like to be a dick, but like, to set him down, not right in my face, but
Yeah.
not knocking him over. And then um, probably, I know that, well, I as a player know that Cinder and Violet can see in the dark, but I don't know if Cyrus does. So um, I pull out this uh, glowworm and toss it up into the air and cast dancing lights kind of in a 100-foot line just over everybody's head so we can all see what's going on.
Okay. So in this dimly lit hallway, it just like kind of like pops very bright, and he lands on his feet. He says, "What's the meaning of this? Why are you using the voice of a dead man to come here and disturb me?
How did you know he was dead?
I saw that thing land on him. There's no way he's alive.
You ran away.
Of course I ran away. You thought I was gonna. I'm not the sea glass sentinel. Like, did you see? Like, he killed that thing.
But you came back and you snuck past the whole fight out there to come in here and rifle through some papers. Does he have papers in his hands?
There are papers on the floor which he dropped.
I'm picking those up. What do they have?
Get your hands off of those. Those are my. What right do you have to have those papers? They're mine.
Wouldn't you like to know?
I'm gonna say that you're able to pick them up, and a lot of them are just, they seem to be very like very banal, like requisition forms, and it doesn't seem anything like extremely like extremely like vital or anything like that. He said, "I'm trying to settle the affairs of a man who has passed away, and I he was the best. He was the best employee I ever had. He was my friend too. He was my friend."
But you are here rifling through your dead friend's papers
I'm trying to
instead
settle
of
his
at
affairs.
the temple. Instead of at the temple where they are currently now holding a funeral for him.
Trying to settle his affairs.
You can do that after you celebrate his life.
Ugh.
What sort of affairs does he have that require such urgent settling?
Before I answer that question, what happened after I sent you to him? I thought you were going to be protecting him.
There's only so much that we can protect people from, and I think that's a giant fucking tadpole falling from the sky kind of exceeds our capabilities.
Make a persuasion roll.
Okay. Am I good at that? Let's find out.
And are me and Ash caught up to the party at this point?
Yes, you are.
Okay.
That is an 18. Bring in the Riz.
All right.
It's terrible.
But
I know.
did he say anything to you? I don't
said-
even.
He said some words to us when we were at the temple. And we were supposed to get some more information once we got into the city, and then what's happened happened.
He just breaks down and starts crying with his hands, with his head in his hands. I can't believe he's gone.
Hubelio?
Yes.
Not Cyrus. Violet had bumped into the dean when she had gone to look for help. That was after the tadpole had already swallowed Malgan Ramel. And so what I with that in mind, I've been watching and listening. Do I get the vibe that he is actually feeling this, or that he's putting on the show?
I would say that with the persuasion that Cinder managed, it seems very, very likely that this is quite sincere.
So, we want to help. We know why he sent us there. But now that Well, that transpired. We're at a bit of a dead end. Could you point us in the right direction?
I I knew that he was in hiding, but I I know there were things that he did other than just teach classes here at the university. I mean, he was the best professor that the Merodeep Institute ever had. I mean, if it wasn't for him, I might not even be the dean of the school. But oh, I don't.
Can I'm sorry you're going through this right now.
Mhm.
Do you know of anyone who he considered an ally besides you? Someone who might have connections? Someone who he trusted?
An ally? Oh, well, I mean, I was just, I was, I was gathering some of his things. I guess we could look to see what he might have in his office here. An
I
ally.
am confused. You claim to be one of his closest friends, but you do not know of any other friends that he has possibly had?
He, I mean, he traveled in political circles that I really didn't interact with. I mean, my life is devoted to academics, and well, cave exploration. I I really am not very well equipped to navigate the treacherous landscape of the politics of this city. Um,
I don't
that's
understand how you are a dean, but you hold no political beliefs.
I, the the councilmen of the university hold the political power. I'm not really I'm not really the dean of a prestigious school. I mean, some
Then what
say
is your job?
my job is to oversee the education that our professors provide and to to try to spread the good word of cave exploration.
And was Mr. Rommel not a professor?
He was, and he was very good at his job, but there were so many avenues of his life that I was unfamiliar with. I suppose I suppose you could speak to his son. Um,
Ah, great, great start. What is his name? Where can we find him?
his name his name is Grand Ramel.
Grand Rommel. Where can we find him?
Well, they usually I believe his address is in the Sea Glass City.
Do you have an address they can share with us?
Or
Um,
even better, could you guide us there?
I suppose I could guide you there. There are some things that I need to to figure out with some of our some of our other faculty, and uh, I want to make sure that people are summoned to the temple. So I suppose we could set out for his house in a short while. Um, do need to give his son the news. Oh no.
Wonderful. Why don't you
Oh,
go gather your faculty, and we will wait right here for you.
all right. I'll be back in about an hour.
Actually, before you go, I need to help understanding something real quick. And
Yes.
maybe there might be a disconnect of cultures here. But you watch your friend potentially die, and your first reaction is to sprint to his office to settle affairs, not find help, not confirm his death, not go to his son. Now, before you say anything and start spewing more bullshit, I think he told you to find something and get rid of it or secure it in the case of his death. And you were trying to do that. Now, you know he reached out to us. So I need you to tell us what that is right now.
Damn, I'm intimidated. Jesus.
You can roll intimidation if you want.
Yeah, super high charisma. It's a natural one.
Oh no.
I need you to tell me right now if you can. I'm gonna get real angry.
Can I roll
Terrible.
as well? Can I stand behind Bell and look down at him?
No. This is what I'm gonna say. What you said was intimidating. The 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 sad truth of it though is that the way it hit is not quite how you intended. He collapses and starts sobbing. And he is like in the fetal position at the moment, just like non-responsive.
I don't think that helped.
I'm gonna assume that that was permission for us to search his office real quick, and I'm gonna walk into the guy's office.
Okay.
Cinder will follow.
Okay.
I'll pat him on the head 2 times as I walk past.
Okay. So as you enter the office, it does not look like it's been like ransacked, but there have been like certain scrolls pulled out and stacked up, and forms of various um, like administrative purposes, um, as well as like documentation, paperwork that seems like it had been kept in this office for safekeeping. And if you look at some of the details of those papers, you see that it's paperwork that has gone back for quite some time. If someone would like to make an investigation check, you may.
I
Who's
would
our
like to
smart
be
person?
nosy.
I
Right.
also would like to be nosy.
You may all roll.
Violet is out in the hallway. Although so very angry and upset, she is attempting to provide comfort for this guy who just collapsed to the floor.
Wait, how are you attempting to provide consolation to this gnome?
I guess she will like kneel down next to him and kind of like look, I am sorry we pressed so deeply into you after you experienced such a loss, but you have to understand that we also well, I can't speak for the others, but I experienced probably another great loss in my life. And I'm sorry for my outburst. I cannot apologize for the others because I have just met them today. But I can tell you from the deepest part of my heart that I am so deeply sorry.
It's 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 okay. It's okay. And as you're kneeling down, he throws his arms around your shoulder and your head, and he like gives you a really big hug.
I hug him back.
And he kind of takes a moment to compose himself, and he says, "I there are some things that I do need to make sure are done to so as to make sure that people are notified. Um, if it's okay, I will return shortly once I'm ready to take you to the Rommel household."
Is there anything that we can help you with to get it started? He obviously trusted us. He obviously trusted us if he sent us into quite literally hell for me.
Um, if you just make sure at the temple they try their best to preserve the body until we can have a service for him or a remembrance.
Look, I only knew Mr. Romel for an hour or so. I I'm not asking about helping with that. You said you need things taken care of and you were going through his office. I'm more of talking in that area. Do you need help with anything there?
Oh, I see. No, I'm gonna gather my things and I'll be on my way. And he starts gathering the papers that were on the floor. If you're still holding any, he'll hold his hand out, asking for you to
I'll
hand them
give
back.
it.
Okay. So as he gathers the things, there's a few other things that he walks back into the office and um, grabs a few scrolls, some other documentation, and he says, "I'll I'll be back quickly." And he goes out through the front door, the door that you entered the building in, and you are left alone in Malgin's office. And I think there were some investigation rolls that were being made.
Yeah. I got a 16.
Okay. Anyone else?
I got a 6.
Oh,
Okay.
buddy.
Nice. I got a 5, so better than me.
A loser.
Guys, I can't carry this weight by myself. Come on now.
Okay. So Cinder, you you're looking at the bookshelves, you're looking at the desk, and rather than like look through each book and like look at each document, you're kind of like running your fingers along like the edges of the bookshelves. You're like feeling underneath the desk and like knocking on like parts of the desk. And um,
I don't like that laugh.
as you're about to find something, we'll rejoin after the break that we're about to have.
Rude.
We're going to go on break. We will catch you guys in 10 minutes for the continuation of episode 3 of Rise of the Leviathan. Thanks for hanging with us.
Sweet.
All right. We are back. And Cinder, by kind of, I think, focusing a little bit more on the woodworking in this office, manages to find a hidden compartment in the back of the desk, and a small box drops into her hands with a suspicious looking lock on it.
How suspicious. Paint me a word picture, sir.
This lock has gold and silver inlaid around the lock, the locking mechanism where a key normally would go into. And by leaning closely, you can hear faint like clicks, not ticking, but just clicks every few seconds.
I think I found something. Does anyone have a key? Can someone look around for a key or something?
With the investigation that everyone else has done, you do not find a key.
I didn't roll an investigation coming back in and hearing that. Can I?
Yes, you may.
Okay. I got you, Cinder. I don't want to use my duck dice. They always fail me. Um. Dirty 3.
Oh my.
You don't find much. There are no keys that you can see.
Cinder will turn over to Cyrus. I've seen some of the work that you do. I've worked with others who have done similar lines of work. Could you try your hand at this?
So I've remained out in the hall.
Oh,
I'm kind of like in the doorway, so like I you can see me and we can communicate, but I'm my eyes are on the entrance. Um, so I don't. So I think I just like hold my hand out. I don't even look at you. I'm still just looking at the entrance, but I kind of just like hold my hand out, like yeah, just toss it over here.
she'll just
So
kind of reach
nonchalant.
over and just drop it.
Okay.
And then so now that without taking my eyes off of the doorway, I'm going to take a few minutes. I'm going to weigh this thing out in my hand. I'm going to feel where the balance is, if there's any one corner that's heavier. Kind of just do a general, blind man's inspection, hinges, any mechanisms, that so that the silver inlay and everything where the key would be. So there's not a keyhole, or there is a keyhole. It's just with the silver stuff around it.
There is a keyhole with that the inlay around it.
Okay. Yeah. So I'll do a good, physical examination of the entire thing with my hands, and then I'm gonna set it up on my shoulder with my ear to the keyhole, and still looking down the hallway. And I'm gonna take a minute to listen like really intently. And what I'm trying to do is, with that clicking, the it, the decibels of the echo will tell me how full or empty the box is. It'll also tell me to a degree the complexity of the lock and how many tumblers I'm going to have to worry about. And so I'm going to, do my thing and try and determine, okay, what am I listening to? What kind of, mess am I about to try and jump myself into here?
With a thorough investigation, you find that this is a lock of trickery.
What might that be?
I think that's my favorite Alex reaction out of like everything ever.
No clue. Like I'm like, oh shit! Like,
He's giving us like this really beautiful, like rogue description of how he's listening to the box and everything, and then the
It was
player's just
very
like,
impressive.
"What? What is that?
What the fuck are you talking about?
Lock of trickery? I just know about all of the tumblers and decibels and balance and counterbalance in the world."
Let's go. So let me tell you about the lock of trickery. A lock
okay.
of trickery is a common magical item. This lock appears to be an ordinary lock of the type described in the player's handbook. It comes with a single key. Well, there's no key with this one, unfortunately. The tumblers in this lock magically adjust to thwart burglars. Dexterity checks made to pick this lock have disadvantage.
Rude.
All right. So I know full well that this is going to be very difficult. Okay. I'm going to take my eye off the door at the end of the hallway for the first time, and I'm going to look down at this thing. Now that I have an idea what we're looking at, kind of cocking an eyebrow, and then I'll turn back to you guys. I'll take a stab at this thing, but whatever's in here, he doesn't want anybody getting close to it. I don't know if it's gonna go boom or nothing, but I'd recommend y'all step out real quick, like, and I'll go set it down back on his desk, and step back out of the office and see what everybody else does.
I will also step away from the box that may go boom.
I'm gonna stand in the threshold of the doorway within arm's reach of Cyrus. So if I have to, I'll be holding my action to pull him away if something does go boom.
Okay.
And I'm holding the box. I'm just kidding. I'm out in the hall. Sorry.
Okay.
Oh my god.
It's on your head. You're just like.
No miss! No miss!
It's at just the right height for lockpicking.
And I'm gonna be just kind of just behind Bell, looking over, not on the side that he's gonna be pulling.
I feel like
Cyrus
we're all in
through.
the door, kind of like this.
Yeah.
stacked on
Yeah.
each other.
Exactly.
So now that you guys are all out in the hall, I'm going to turn my back on the box. I'm going to walk right past Vel, kind of nudge him ever so slightly so he takes up a little bit more of the doorway. Look over his shoulder, pull out a lockpick. You're not quite sure where. Toss that into the room. Snap my fingers, cast Mage Hand. My Mage Hand legend.
Oh.
I can't say it. It's invisible, and you just see the lockpick just stop in the middle of the air, gets like flipped over into like a usable position, and then goes over to the box. And I'm going to try and pick the lock through my Mage Hand. So disadvantage on that.
That's correct.
Oh yeah, 10.
That's after the. You're okay.
Yeah, I rolled a 2 and a 7. So
Okay. The lockpick snaps.
okay, it didn't work.
Could we
Actually-
try pulling it apart? Oh no! Say what you're gonna say.
Actually, the lockpick snaps, but part of it is shot out at high velocity and gets like buried into the wall next to the door frame, about an inch away from like the Ashen One's hand as he's like holding onto the door frame, and he just hears a.
That was an impressive
Can you do that
noise.
sound again?
Wow. Yeah, do that again. Can we get a replay?
Okay, Mr. Foley expert
impressed.
over here.
Yeah. I'm just gonna kind of look at it silently and just like wide-eyed, like, okay. But could I try to pull it apart?
The lock?
The lock.
Yeah.
I don't like that look.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, can I also cast resistance on myself?
Sure.
Okay. You're scaring me. I hate this. Sure, why couldn't you just say it confident? Like, what am I doing? A strength or what?
I would say you could probably make an athletics roll here, but it's going to be very difficult.
Let's see. 22.
So you basically just I don't know if you've ever seen the movie Napoleon Dynamite, when Uncle
Oh,
Rico is selling Tupperware, and he's showing off the durability of this Tupperware, and he looks like oh, you're struggling, and it doesn't budge.
I'm gonna let go and I'm gonna look to Vel and be like, would you like to give it a try?
Vel's just gonna grab the little box and just shrug and try to give it a pull. Same check.
Yep.
Say goodbye to your fingers.
That's a natural 19. So a 25 total.
Okay. You strain on this lock. You basically got like one finger in like either side, and you're like pulling it like this. But unfortunately, it does not budge.
I'll look over the dean who's on the floor.
He left.
Did he leave?
He did take off, yeah.
Oh, okay. I will.
Who are you looking at?
Violet, did you happen to see if the dean may have been had some kind of key on him by chance?
Is there any chance that I might have noticed a key when he was hugging me?
There wasn't anything like he wasn't wearing like a necklace with a key on it, or had like he didn't have like a keychain on his like belt or anything like that. So it wasn't anything obvious.
No, I did not.
Now, Ashen One and Varanvel, as you guys are like kind of like flexing and trying to like muscle through this lock, you look at the box. It's a wooden box. And you think, you kind of like look at each other and like look down at the box.
It's a sick box. I mean, anyways, in character.
It's a sick box.
It is gnarly. Wicked. Anyways.
Oh my god, that's radiant.
Stop. I'm trying to get in the voice. I can't do it with a smile.
You broke Nick.
This box is a little frustrating. Could we just break it open without trying for the lock?
As much as I would love to just smash this thing, maybe we should at least try to find a key first. Don't want to have risk breaking whatever's inside if it happens to be important.
If you guys would like to wait today, I could possibly help tomorrow.
I wouldn't mind waiting to do that. I don't really want to mess up what's inside. It could be important, like Mal said. And I wouldn't mind some rest.
I was going to say we are all kind of what's the phrase? Beat to shit.
I think that's
if it goes
kind of phrase
boom,
works.
that's
Since when did we beat feces?
Oh god. So you have to take everything so literally. No. What Violet is meaning to say, and you should know this most of all, I would think, is that we've had a bad day. We're all very tired. Some of us almost died. Some of us almost died twice. So I think a bit of rest would do all of us some good.
I can agree with that.
if you would like, I have a bag I could hold onto it, and she'll hold out like this messenger bag thing and like kind of open it for you to put the box into.
Looks like Vel
Great.
is dropping that box into the bag.
Right.
And maybe if Cyrus, if you had the rest of the night to just figure out that lock, I'm sure you can get it eventually.
Probably not the simplest one I've ever had my hands on, but I figured worse.
I can help you tomorrow.
Appreciate it.
Well, I guess we can go talk to the sun, but maybe it might be wise for us to let the news and those who care about them receive it, and we can maybe check in tomorrow. I'm sure the last thing the kid wants to have is 3 strangers start questioning him.
I thought we were waiting for the dean as it was.
I thought so too. He said he'd be back in what, about an hour?
Yeah.
I think
So-
it would be wise to attend the funeral. It's bound to draw allies to attend.
Yeah, draw something.
I don't know, isn't it kind of odd? I don't know about the timing, but his kin has not even been informed yet that his father passed. And it sounds like the dean's going to be back in an hour to presumably take us there to talk to him, but also within an hour, they might be holding the funeral. So, shouldn't his son be there?
I'm sure they will hold the funeral until he arrives.
I do hope so.
Also, I don't think this may be the actual funeral. The Ash kind of forced a funeral on our hero, though. So I think maybe there'll be another one in the future with actual friends and family.
I do hope that's the case. But either way, it sounds like we have about an hour to just relax, catch our breath, and perhaps talk about what we're going to do.
So with that, you may take a short rest.
Oh, thank you. Hey guys, guess what? I have a spell slot again.
Yeah, fuck you.
I'm going to do this all day long, okay? All campaign long. Every short rest. Hey guys, guess what?
Mm-hmm. No, rub it in. Rub it
I'm
in.
gonna
Every
roll one hit
day.
die.
I'm going to roll
Same.
2 hit die.
Must be nice to have hit die.
You had to roll all of yours already?
I did. Yes.
Aww.
Yes, I did.
Chubbs, while we're doing the short rest, can I also kind of casually walk up and down the hallway and check and see if any of the other offices are unlocked?
You may. There are 2 classrooms at the end of the hall that are unlocked. They seem to be empty. The rest of the rooms are either locked classrooms or locked offices.
Okay. All right. Head back. I just wanted to see if there was anything interesting.
While we're in the office, I'm just gonna not smack my mic. Look over at the still strangers. So it seems like we're all here to talk to this fella.
And
I
you,
don't think we had really properly met yet. I'm Vel. I'm sure you've already picked it up with context clues, but it is, I guess, nice to meet you. It may not be the first that comes to mind after the following day's events, but is what it is.
Well, I'll say it's nice to meet you as well. Wish it was under better circumstances. Voronvel, it's nice to meet you. I'm Cinta. And I guess we're going to go around the room like a classroom now? Is that what we're doing?
I
All right.
wouldn't know what a classroom is like as I was
So-
homeschooled, but I suppose I will go next. I am Violet Kilzura. I am a cleric of Saint Elmira, and she'll kind of like give a little bow.
Very nice. I
as
guess
as Voranvel nods to Violet, Cyrus extends a middle finger towards Voranvel.
I'll just kind of smirk and cock an eyebrow at Cyrus. Cyrus, so I assume you are the quiet, stabby stab kind of person.
I mean, I can speak when the mood strikes me. You understand enough Terakari to know what that gesture means?
Oh, I sure do.
I'll get to you eventually, but for now, I've got several holes in my smock that used to be holes in me, and once I've forgotten about that, perhaps then we can be friends. Until then, we'll just agree to not talk to each other. How's that sound?
Cyrus, you have no idea how comfortable I am being disliked by everyone around me.
Good.
Oh,
Keep on keeping on.
sorry to butt into the whatever is going on here. If you do have holes in your garments, I can fix them for you.
I appreciate that. But I suppose we'll get there in time. Let's all just catch our breaths as we're doing.
I'm going to ignore that, and I'm going to start mending magically.
So, Violet, can you kind of just give us like kind of a description of the magic mending that you are performing here?
Okay. So since I am working with like fabric type things, um, while she's casting mending, there's like it's so cute. Sorry, I love the way I thought about this. But there's like a little sewing needle and like a thread, and she's not actually like sticking the fabric. She's just kind of making the motion, and as she goes, it like slowly seals. And it's
Okay.
like giving off like a little faint golden white light. Like the
Stop it.
jellyfish.
So Cyrus, I imagine that you feel like just like little tiny tugs of fabric as the seams of the holes on your clothing are reintegrated back into into a solid state rather than a completely destroyed state. And after a minute or two, I would say your clothing is looking pretty much as good as new.
Anybody else?
Um,
I will head over to the Eshin one and I will repeat the same process.
The Ashen one slowly raises his hand as Violet walks over.
Thank you.
Well,
And to introduce myself again, I am the Ashen One.
May we call you Ash for short, like your friend does?
I guess that would be all right. I have many names, so one more isn't going to hurt me, I don't think.
Alright. Do you like Ash? Would you prefer me to call you something else?
You may call me what you wish. That is how it has kind of been for the past. That is how it's been.
Alright, what you wish. And she'll kind of like giggle to herself because he takes everything so literally and she got him back. She got him back. And she'll just go along with mending his clothes.
Okay.
Success.
And he's just gonna kind of just like stare unblinkingly at your hands as you do it, kind of just like amazed, impressed.
That's okay. I am not uncomfortable.
Can I ask you, Ashen One, would you feel tempted to like poke at her hands or fingers as she is doing this?
Probably not. I have
Okay.
some respect for boundaries. Actually, that's a lie. No, I don't. Are you kidding me? Give me like 5 seconds to think what the Ashen One would do.
Okay.
Okay. I'm going to very carefully grab her hands, or grab their hands and just lift it up and just kind of like inspect and be like,
Tiny gold light coming from your fingertips. Is this your magic?
You could say it is.
Fascinating.
and you notice like his hands, they're soft, but like the scarring on it is like just rough and like kind of calloused. As you're kind of like not rubbing your hands, I'm not like, oh hello, and just like caressing your hand.
That's okay.
Do you moisturize?
Yeah. Neutrogena or Dove. But
We are
it's
not
neither.
sponsored
The answer
by
is
any of those
neither.
companies.
We are not. We are not sponsored by any of those. But
Yet?
yes, no, there are better ones.
The ashy
Smaller.
one.
Wow,
was-
shots
The ashy
fired.
one, a custom lotion made by. Oh my god. Anyways, on topic. I'm just kind of, staring at her hands, kind of like, it's cool. I mean, I've seen magic, and spells and stuff before, but just seeing someone mend my clothes before, I've never really had that.
Yeah, and she moves with a very like practiced rhythm. Like she's done this hundreds of times.
All right. Anyone else doing anything during this short rest?
Yes. Once some clothes are pretty much mended, and we're all kind of somewhat acquainted. There's a little bit of tension, I feel like, but that's okay. That's okay. We'll figure that out. Cinder is going to address the group. Listen, I don't know exactly what we've gotten involved in, but I really think that we need to be careful. Authority always isn't trying to help others, and, well, politicians have a bit of their own reputation, as I'm sure you're all aware. So, I don't know about you, but I, for one, do not want to be a pawn. I do not want to be a scapegoat in anyone's political machinations. All right? So, whatever we do, we have to do it carefully. We have to do it with some wit, some cleverness, and don't just trust everyone. And Ash, don't take everything others say literally all the time. With us, it might be okay, but others don't always take it at face value. But for all of us, let's just be careful, because I honestly find it really suspicious that they found a band of outcasts from God knows where and summoned us here. And I don't know if either they're very desperate or if they have something else in mind. So let's just be careful. Can we agree on that?
Yeah, sounds reasonable to me. Also, I'm like 90% sure Ash fucks with us half the time.
That is good to know.
Like I'm not 100% sure, but like, yeah, it's
A good solid 90, though.
a solid 90.
Okay, all right.
I do appreciate your usage of we. So I guess she'll kind of just hold her hand out, just not directionally at anybody. I guess this is friendship, partnership, acquaintances,
I think
enemies.
partnership. Let's not go to enemies just yet. And again, I might be speaking for others. I don't know, but perhaps at least tentative partners. Does that sound good?
Sounds good to me. You
All right.
guys seem very capable. Just shake your hands.
So let me ask you, extending your hand forward, is it kind of like a sports team, like everybody put your hands in type of situation?
It's more of like her hand is down, but it like the fingers are curled, kind of in, like a princess. it's a princess handshake. That's what she's going for.
You want the ring kiss?
It seems habitual, so that's what she goes for. Yeah.
She does a normal
She
handshake.
doesn't expect
I'm just
it.
saying
She
there's a
doesn't
difference.
expect it
There's
by
a
any
difference
means.
between like this and then taking somebody's hand and turning it, because that's like a sign of like you're trying to be like a dominant, like you're an alpha male. And then there's
Oh my God.
and then there's
There's a
No,
certain amount of strength and force involved in that handshake that you're thinking about.
I have a -1 to strength, so there's no strength there.
As usually isn't in alpha males, but yeah. Anyways, let's continue.
Oh wow,
It's fair enough.
we went there.
I will just kind of like, sort of like half-heartedly, like kind of like give you like a little like fist bump in a way, and when my skin touches your my skin is very wet and clammy.
Oh.
Oh, that's what takes some getting used to. I guess as everyone, we're all making contact with each other's skin now. That's what we're doing.
You just drank someone's blood 20 minutes ago, so I don't want to.
I know. This is not
Sorry, I didn't
lost
buy
on
you
me.
dinner first.
Seriously, man. But Cinder's hand is not cool or clammy or moist. But it is definitely a little bit warmer than your average person.
Are we
All right.
describing how our skin
I guess
feels?
so. Yep.
Yeah, this is
That's what we're doing
this
now.
is peak role
Well,
play right now. Okay,
I
We don't
guess I'll set my hand on top as well. And
As
yeah.
everybody's shaking their hands normally, he's like, yeah!
So I just want to pause for a moment and like visually we have four hands extended into the middle of this group, and I just want to cut quickly to Cyrus.
So we're doing the go team. It
The
sounds
go
like
team. It's the
I
go
was
team.
shaking Cinder's hand normally, and then everybody
Yeah.
like threw their hands in.
Yeah, and then Ash happened, and I don't know what's going on anymore.
Ash is a national treasure. All
I
right.
know,
Ash
I know.
didn't happen. You were graced by Ash.
oh boy.
Okay, fine.
God.
We were graced by Ash, and this simple handshake evolved into something completely different, and I don't know what it is.
Oh man. Well, so since this has evolved into a Go Sports Go,
Help me.
gonna just like turn like kind of bladed stance and then kind of pat the ashen one's hand a couple times. Yeah, I'm not much good on my own, so fuck it, let's roll.
Don't hold back. How does your hand feel?
Tell us.
In this
Take the word
moment,
from us.
you feel this deep, resonating heart. No, I'm just kidding.
An electric shock goes through my body. It's
I
then I
have
know we're
I
fated
have
mates.
gloves, so yeah. I mean, they're fingerless gloves, but honestly, that's probably all you get. Is some gloves.
Let them dogs out. Come on.
Ew.
Can I describe my hands now?
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
please.
Although Cinder and I come from the same kind of is heritage the right word, guys? Is it the right heritage? Tiefling bloodline. While Cinder's hand is warm, Violet's hand is really cold. Like stress hands cold. Not clammy though, just cold.
All right. As your short rest ends, and you find yourselves with your hands somewhere in the middle of the
Oh, don't
of the
tell me
group.
the dean's gonna walk in on this. Bro.
Oh, embarrassing.
No, of course not. Of course not. You hear some sort of a scuffle, a something coming from outside in the courtyard. There's some sort of a hubbub.
I cannot do another fight. Please don't do this.
I will sigh and start walking that direction to see what's going on.
And I will follow Belle.
And I
Okay,
will
well,
follow
look,
Ash.
if we're going to be a group, can we at least communicate before we decide to walk into things?
I'm gonna go see what's going on.
Fair enough, and I will follow.
Beautiful.
We're all following along.
So we'll proceed to the outside the courtyard like a little row of ducks. What do we
Yeah.
see?
So, something you notice is that before you had a very you felt like you had a purpose. You were driving towards a very specific goal. You were trying to find this person, Malgan Ramel. And in your fervor, in your pursuit of this person, your senses were a little bit dulled to your surroundings. And the first thing that you notice upon leaving this building is that there are some things about the university district that you haven't fully taken in. And so as you open the doors, you look around, and this is what you see. The university district is the mind of Seagate. Dry, elevated, and orderly. It stands in gleaming contrast to the fog and fluidity of the city's more ocean-touched regions. The air smells of fresh parchment, chalk dust, and ozone. The buildings vary in age and purpose. Ancient, ivy-stained academies loom beside shimmering new labs of translucent stone. Barred colleges overflow with music and illusion, while trade schools teach the physical mechanics of dome operation. Wizarding towers slowly shift and recalibrate themselves. Research greenhouses, alchemy courts, and magical dueling arenas nestle between student cafes and endless rows of residences, most filled with aspiring mages, teachers, and scholars. Despite the bustle, a certain hush clings to the district, part discipline, part exhaustion. Even the laughter of students feels contained, echoing along cloistered paths and across carefully tended lawns. And on this lawn, you still see the remains of this orange jellyfish. And the hubbub that you hear breaks that quiet, that cloistered silence. And you see a group of gray hooded figures to the south. And they have just entered this courtyard. And the leader of this group of hooded figures, they're gray cloaked figures, has a yellow insignia right above their heart that looks like a jellyfish. And he is straining, he's pushing past some of his followers that are holding him back. And you hear him shout, "No! No, it cannot be. They have killed it. It is dead. Tragedy. No." And at that moment, he breaks free of their hold. And he begins sprinting towards this orange and black mass of bio life, well, was life. And he begins wading into the orange goo. And he immediately falls to his knees. And he starts saying, "No! Why couldn't it have been me? Not one of the blessed ones. Not one of them. Not one of them." And he begins sobbing uncontrollably as he grasps chunks of orange to him.
Don't make me feel bad for jellyfish worshippers.
And just to clarify, they're upset about the jellyfish, not the tadpole.
It seems that way.
I'll lean over out the side of my mouth to Ash. Are these guys worshiping jellyfish?
Why are you asking me? Why didn't you just ask them? They're right there.
Should we be talking to them? They seem a little erratic.
I do not think it's wrong to be upset about losing something you've worshipped. They bring them, the jellyfish bring them light.
So are they worshipping them?
You could assume so. I mean, maybe not worship, but maybe admire?
I don't know. This seems a bit more fervent. I'm not sure if I want to get involved.
We do not need to get involved if you do not want to.
I think we should head to our destination.
All right, if that's what we're going to do. Violet, remember what I told you about avoiding eye contact?
I kind of like look into my bag where a little bit of that like basket map is sticking out. Yes.
All right. So I think it might be prudent for all of us to avoid eye contact. Keep our heads low and just keep on walking, please.
So
Hey, but on the plus sides, I have a map if we get lost. So I'll like pull it out and like show it.
Right. Oh, that good to know. Good to know, but I don't know, there's just something about them that makes me a bit uncomfortable and I want to avoid that. More so than I think the rather excitable basket weaver.
Basket weaving is a true sport. I've seen it.
It's not a sport, it's a craft.
Some people consider craft sports. I don't know what I am saying. Let's just go.
That's probably a good idea. I do not want to get into a debate about semantics right now.
And because I may have missed this, aren't we waiting for the dean, or are we?
We are actually. I asked him if he needed help with anything, and he did ask if I could head to the temple to make sure everything for the funeral was going all right, and that his body was being respected and kept in the most put together they could possibly muster with his condition.
Yeah. Also, if there was items on him, might be good to see if there happened to be a key on him.
That is true. We can head to the temple. I'm assuming the dean would put two and two together.
All right.
To the temple?
To the temple.
To the temple.
So as you begin walking, a woman who is robed in gray comes up to the man who is groveling, and she says, "Father, should we begin the ritual? He cannot go alone, can he?" And the man stops groveling. Still on his knees, he looks up and he says, "Yes, yes, we must perform the ritual. He cannot he cannot go into the afterlight alone. His light is our light. His light is our light." And as he begins chanting, the other robed individuals kind of circle around the father, and he begins eating the chunks of orange jellyfish. And it looks like most of the followers are starting to stand in like a pentagram kind of formation.
Oh my god.
You still feeling real uh, compassionate about them, Violet?
Why are you asking me this question? I am full of compassion. I do not know what's happening.
I mean, you're the residential religious. Yeah. I mean, I don't know much. Is that normal around these parts?
I don't know
Um,
about these parts, but I can tell you that's not normal from my own experience.
it's giving cult.
Okay. Yep. That was the C word too. I was thinking. All right.
Same.
Hubelia, would I have come across or heard anything about this cult organization?
No.
Hubelio, would I have come across or heard anything of this cult organization?
Not you. There might be someone that you could ask.
No.
Okay.
Coward. Do it.
No.
Not today.
The Ashen One's gonna break the fourth wall and ask them, talk to them. talk to them.
No. Not like that.
The person behind you is like, it's like, you're like, no. I have the answer.
Yep.
Not today, DM. Not today.
So you get about a quarter of the way, kind of like around them, towards like a quarter of the way like through the courtyard here, and you're kind of, I would imagine you're probably not trying to walk through their crowd, but like kind of like skirt around the edge here. So as you continue walking, they continue chanting, "His light is our light. His light is our light," except for the father, who, despite being the leader of this group, continues to shovel chunks of orange jellyfish into his mouth. And they somehow produce like a small table. It seems like they have like a portable table almost, and he's
Just
they've got
pulling
him
out a mukbang mid-chant.
they've got him laying down on this table, and the woman produces a very long, jagged-looking knife and begins anointing it in oil.
Where are the guards? This is what I am talking about.
Are there any like students who are bearing witness to whatever this nonsense is?
Make a perception roll.
Okay.
You can all make a perception roll if you want.
Oh, hell yeah. My dice have been blessing me with double digits today, it seems.
Yep.
Can I percept for guards for the third time this campaign?
If you would like.
What is up with my dice today?
Hubelio, these people refer to the blessed ones, correct?
Mhm.
Is that familiar in any way, shape, or form?
Yes. You would know that these are followers of the Temple of Divine Jelly Light. They worship jellyfish, especially the jellyfish that provide the light to Seagate.
It's just there's physics that just wouldn't allow them to swallow that without it being the most painful thing ever. Because jellyfish stingers have like little tiny like harpoon hooks that just latch on to whenever they stick to stuff.
Does this guy look like he is in agony? Like physical agony as he partakes of the jellyfish?
Or like
They-
delusional euphoria.
They
Yeah.
they are feeding him something from a clay jar with a stopper. So he is eating the jellyfish as well as this liquid that they are administering to him.
Also, I managed to roll 18 on that perception
And
check.
18. Anybody else on the perception check?
I got a 15.
A 15?
16.
9.
A 9?
13.
Yeah.
Okay. There are no guards.
Surprise, surprise.
This school has some real security issues.
You do see a pretty large crowd of students walking in the northeast, like outside of this this courtyard. But like beyond the courtyard, in a grassy area, you see a procession led by none other than the Sea Glass Sentinel as he is continuing to sign autographs. No body in sight. There is no body. He's not carrying anything other than like a quill and like parchment, and he is entertaining this crowd of people as they are walking to the north. So they're to the northeast of you, and they are walking away from you.
I don't think I've ever hated anybody more.
I think I just hate this city.
Yeah.
Yeah, why did we take this elevator down again?
How long until the elevator comes back?
Oh, it's weeks.
Oh,
It's
fuck.
weeks.
Cool.
Time to go to the tavern.
Deuces and just jump off the bubble and swim away.
I'm gonna
I
be
would
holding
like-
on to you.
Yeah.
I'm putting my arms around your neck.
I mean, are we going to sit here and watch this poor guy get sacrificed? Are we going to walk away? Are we going to step in? I do not have any more capabilities for the rest of this day. I'm all out.
I'm. Calls make me rather uncomfortable. I just want to say that right now. I might have something I could. Look, I can do maybe one more larger spell, but I don't have a lot. And I am tired and I am uncomfortable. I don't know. What do you want us to do?
I mean, he is choosing his death, and it is not my place to determine the lifespan of another. If it is his time, which it seems as if the spirits are ready to welcome him, and he seems like he believes in this religion, I would say that we would respect this.
And I'm sure these guys have been sacrificing themselves before we got here, and they'll probably do it after we're gone.
Oh, God, just because there's been multiple wrongs doesn't make it right. Violet, what do you want to do?
I have to agree with Ash. Ash is definitely got a point. If my lady wishes to take these people today, then I can.
Seems like such a waste of life.
There is never a waste of life. Once life diminishes, the trees take it up, and then the people make homes from the trees. It is an endless cycle.
I understand what you're trying to do, but I don't think it's quite that simple. This man could have so much other potential to him, and he is wasting it with that. I don't know.
But you
Look,
measure potential based off of your own preferences. If this is the pinnacle of his life, that is his to decide.
It might be his to decide. Perhaps. I don't know. It's just. It bothers me.
It bothers me as well, but I am telling you right now, if we get into another confrontation, I cannot help.
I know.
I was completely helpless in that fight with the beast.
Well, you did find that CS Sentinel person. That helped somewhat.
Cinder, do you drink?
Not often, no. Try to avoid it.
I think tonight calls for a drink. Let's still go by the temple, make sure everything's on the open up, and then let's go find a tavern and get something to eat and some drinks.
Something
or maybe
to eat.
sleep properly.
That might be nice as well. Okay, fine. Let's just walk away from this ritual sacrifice that's in the middle of a fucking school. I'm not saying there isn't wisdom in it, because I see that there is, but this is just unbecoming.
I mean, if we are in the path to influence any kind of politics, maybe we could have a say in whatever this mess is. And I pull out my map. Where are we going? I want us to move forward. I'm like blocking my vision with the map so I don't see all of this mess.
I'm gonna give the directions that the sea shanty knight, I don't remember his name.
Sea
Seagull,
shanty.
Seagull
Yeah.
Sentinel.
The seagull.
Shanty.
It is the seagull sentinel from now on. That is.
The sea glass sentinel. I have it written down. I'm gonna give the directions that he gave me
Okay.
because it's only a 5-minute walk apparently.
Yep.
So
Okay. So I imagine that if you are proceeding on to the temple he was talking about, you're going to try very hard to not pay much attention to the goings on in this courtyard.
Yeah.
I think what as we're walking away, I'll look at Cinder and say, "This is the least that we can do." And between the sacrifice and the kids, I'm going to reach out in a very like non-magical way, almost innate. I'm just going to throw my hand, and a fog cloud is going to appear between the students and the sacrifice.
Okay. To basically block their vision of it.
Yeah, and I'll like shake my hand away, like if like I didn't like doing that, and I will.
Okay.
I'm gonna watch the entire thing.
You're watching the entire thing, Cyrus?
He's got popcorn.
I'm going to see exactly what happens next.
No, he has jellyfish.
Oh God.
It's
Sorry.
little jelly. It's like there's a guy like with a jellyfish hat giving out concession stands.
Cotton candy shaped as little jellyfish.
Ritual sacrifice, come yell about it.
It's just a rather macabre situation, and you're making lights of it. Wow.
at some point we will get to the temple.
At some point. As we are presumably walking away, and after our barbarian friend did a little bit of woo-woo magic, presumably, as Cinder is walking, she's trying to not look, but it's like the medieval D&D fantasy version of a train wreck. She finds that she keeps looking over, and there is just a expression of distaste, repulsion, and all the other bad synonymous feelings until that entire scene is completely out of eye shots.
Okay. So for Cyrus and for Cinder at least, what you see is these folks in gray robes are aligned themselves very, very geometrically in this pentagram shape. And in the middle of this pentagram is this table. And you're far enough away that you don't quite see every single detail unless you really strain and look. But the feeding of the jellyfish bits to this man comes to an end, and the woman who is robed raises her curved dagger high and brings it down in a final motion. The chanting stops, and then you hear her voice ring out. Go towards the light. And they begin a process of cleaning up the remaining bits of jellyfish in bags, burlap sacks, and the man is no longer moving on the table.
Cinder is just going to let out a really long, exhausted, bewildered, and tired sigh, and just keep walking forward at that point.
Okay. So
I'm
after,
running low.
sorry, go ahead. No.
I'm running low on liquor at this point, thanks to somebody. But I'm gonna pull my flask out, pour a little bit out for him, give the corpse a nod, knock a little bit back, and then get back on my way.
Okay. So as you continue walking through the university district, you kind of a few of you may like be looking up into the sky, in quotes, and seeing these illuminated jellyfish. It's an odd ecosystem that you find yourself in. And as your thoughts dwell a little bit on these mysterious lights and what it is that it takes to have the city illuminated in this way, you come across a temple of Ryman. Now, Ryman is, you all know, is a god of order, a god of justice, and in some cases, a god of rigid rules. You can rest assured that if someone brought a body here to be buried for a funeral, a very rigid set of checks will be made as far as preparing the body and planning a funeral is concerned. If there is one thing the Temple of Rymorre and Ryman is known for, is doing things by the book. And as you enter, sure enough, you see several monks preparing this body on a table in a side, in the closest side room to the entrance of this temple.
I do not enter. I'm saying this right now.
Okay,
I'm not entering.
I see.
I'm going to freeze at the doorway, and instinctually, my hands are going to start trembling. But I'm not going to understand what's happening. But I'm not entering this temple.
Okay.
With a bit of, no, not a bit, with a lot of eye roll, Cinder will enter the temple.
Bell's gonna stop and turn around after realizing after a few steps that Ash is no longer following him. He'll turn around and say, "Ash, what are you doing? You good?"
And you're gonna. The vision of Ash right now is kind of like his face is still that same, just unidentifiable expression. Just kind of mute, like stoic. But at his sides, his hands are kind of trembling slightly, and he's breathing a little bit heavier. And he's just gonna say, I cannot enter this temple. No matter what, I will not enter this temple.
Bell's gonna walk up to you and just, "This is about the thing."
Yes.
All right. Hey, guys, we'll be out here. We're just gonna keep a lookout. Let us know if anything's going on.
Oh, all right. Is
Are
everything
you
okay?
Yeah, is everything okay?
I cannot enter the temple. I refuse to enter the temple.
I can respect that.
As can I.
I mean, it wouldn't be the craziest religious activity we've seen today, so that's good.
I don't think you could call that religion.
I'll get close so it's like stage whispering with Ash. Just so I know, is this a choice not to go in, or can you not go in?
This is a choice. And I'm also just gonna start scratching at my wrist and my hands, like the scratches that are already there, and like just only the darkened part. When my all hands are all charcoal black, but I'm just gonna kind of start like scratching at it, subconsciously without even knowing.
Well, we talked about us both trying to progress. So I'll tell you what, let's go in there. And if at any moment you don't want to be in there, you can walk out and I'll walk out with you.
I I don't think I can.
That's fine. But if you want to see if you could push yourself today and make this happen, I'm here with you.
You don't understand. I cannot enter this place. I cannot enter this place.
Ash, that's fine. I'm not going to push you. I'm just letting you know that whenever you're ready, I'm here.
Do
Okay.
you want me to stay outside? I don't need to go in there.
No,
I'll
it is fine. It is fine. I just go inside. Val, if you wish to go in, you may.
here, you guys head inside. I'll stay by the door so I can play middleman between you guys and Ash.
All right. Can't say I know what's going on, but I also, again, don't blame you. Not really a fan of going into temples at this point myself.
So when we go inside, I'll kind of link. Go ahead, V.
If none of you wish to enter, I can go alone.
No,
I don't think so. Don't any of us go anywhere alone right now.
I can go inside. I just don't like to, but it's not that big of a deal.
All right.
If I open the door to the temple, is it like just a big great hall?
There is a great hall with side rooms immediately to the left and the right.
Okay, I'm gonna open the door and kind of lean up, and so I'm like parallel in the threshold of the door, just so I can see Ash and I can also look into the temple, and I will just sit there,
Yep.
and that's where I'll stay until I say otherwise.
Okay. Cinder, Cyrus, and Violet. I think you 3 going in.
Yes, I think I would take the lead.
Okay.
I think I would let her.
Okay. So as you enter that main hall, you see several monks to your left, in front of the body that has been laid out on a table. It seems like they are going about the business of preparing. One of them wipes his hands. It's a short dwarf with a buzz cut and a very large mustache that kind of curls at the end. He says, yes, how can I help you?
Cinder just looks to Violet.
Of course. We we were sent on behalf of a dean. Gosh, we never learned his name, did we? It's
No.
a friend of the fellow you have here. He sent us to make sure that his body wasn't being messed with.
Oh, you know who this is?
A hunch?
Well, a hunch is better than nothing. I mean, we haven't gotten any way to identify this guy.
Council member Mr. Rommel?
Oh, no.
May I?
Go ahead.
And I am going to do what Vel suggested and try to see if I can find a key on his body. But like try to do it in like a super like cool nonchalant way. Like I'm just making sure that this is Mr. Rommel, but like
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
And while Violet is doing this, Cinder is going to talk to this fine dwarven fellow with
Okay.
the mustache.
Okay.
So, I'm not familiar with the custom. What What sorts of preparations do you do here?
Well, with a body that's this decomposed, there's not a whole lot that we can do. But we will have a funeral, of course. Oh my goodness. Give me just a second. He smells something awful. I need a drink.
Understandable. Quite understandable. Oh, got something strong in it, don't you?
Well, Ryman, he provides. So to let you know, we're gonna have a funeral for him tomorrow. That's the day of remembrance for him, and that should give us enough time to alert. Well, I guess Mr. Romel's next of kin.
Goodness.
I'm sorry.
Cinder's going to gently kind of like pat him on the back,
Okay.
but not very vigorously. Hope you're all right. Do you mind if I ask another question? Just because I'm not too familiar with your custom here, especially in Seagate. I'm still getting my bearings.
Yes, of course.
So what is a customary funeral down here?
Well, and he starts to describe in detail the exact like time and place and like ritual of this very practiced thing that he's almost reading from a book. And while this is happening, Violet, I would like you to you're going to be doing basically you're going to be pretending to investigate like kind of like look at him in a medical sense, and then you're actually going to be looking for this key. Is that correct?
Yes, and maybe to kind of help me, I'll be doing a little bit of very obvious clerical work by casting like spare the dying on him, even though
A little late.
it's a little late.
Okay. I would say with Cinder's assistance, you have advantage, and you're gonna add your stealth and your investigation
Stealth
bonuses
and
together
investigation.
for this
And
roll.
advantage.
That's right, and advantage.
Oh,
This is
Power of role
That-
play.
that's-
This is a pretty
Okay.
solid plan. I'm
What's
just gonna say
What's funny is that with my investigation and my stealth added together, 1.
Oh no. Oh
I'm
boy.
the wrong person to be doing this. Okay. Natural 20.
Nice.
Yes, let's go.
So 21. Kiss me later. Sorry.
you, as you're conducting your experiment, like most of like the surface level of this human being is decomposed. Like it's very hard to get any sort of like identifying features at all. Like everything is like decomposed to a certain extent. Like when Vel said that he grabbed the chin was the only facial feature that was like even like remotely identifiable. But one thing that you do here is as you're going, by pulling down a little bit on that chin, you manage to find his mouth.
Yeah.
And in the mouth there is a key.
I'm going to kind of like lean down and get close to his face and like kind of like cover where I'm reaching into his reaching into his mouth. Sorry, that's so
Yep.
gross.
It is.
I'm also coughing. I'm going to whisper into his very, very much dead ear. Does he have ears at this point?
No.
Whatever. I'm just gonna whisper, I'm so sorry. As I take the key out and I pocket it.
Okay.
God, it's so gross.
It is gross.
Also, why the fuck is there a key in his mouth?
very prepared man. Obviously, there is some issues.
he saw the tadpole, was like, no, and threw a key in his mouth and got sent.
Or maybe he already swallowed it,
Yeah.
but then the whole tadpole thing just kind of made him like upchuck it just a little bit.
I mean, I would throw up too. It's fair.
Yeah. It's science, okay,
a little
Nick?
bit of
Science.
It's science, yeah.
It's science. Weird science. Okay. So yeah, you have a key. You've managed to secure it, and I imagine that you probably have like a few other like things that you're doing to try to like pretend like you're doing something.
Oh
there.
yeah, spare the dying, whispering like a small prayer, like kind of doing like a little.
So
What's him?
the monks that are watching you, not the main monk that's talking to Cinder, but the monks that are watching you are like, oh yes, very. Oh, and they're kind of like leaning to each other, like, oh, you see how she's doing this? Okay, yes, we should definitely write this down. That should be part of this step here of the process when we are embalming or preparing the body. Yeah, and you just like hear these little whispers, and this like very much like, oh yes, I concur. I concur. This is very wise.
I concur. Okay.
Indubitably.
It's like the residents in the background, just like
Absolutely. And you are free to finish your investigation of
Right.
this body.
And once I finish that, I kind of like turn to these two, meet their gaze, and I just kind of give like a little nod, and I do a little bow to the head monk that was talking to Cinder,
Okay.
and thank you for your Rymenian service?
Rymorian,
Rymorian service. Apologies.
of course.
I am
of
a
course.
cleric of Saint Elmira. I am unfamiliar with your ways.
Well, clerics of Saint Elmira are definitely welcome in our temple. Thank you very much. And one last thing, can you confirm that this is indeed Malgan Ramel?
I personally would not be able to, but once his next of kin, his son, comes, maybe there'd be better confirmation than somebody that has only known him for a little while.
Is there a way that you could at least confirm he was the one that was attacked by the creature that the sea glass sentinel told us about?
I saw with my very own eyes. He was swallowed by the creature. Yes.
Thank you very much. May Rymorre smile upon your journeys today.
And may Amira guide you. We're like hastily walk out.
Cinder has a look of distaste with all of this religious exchange.
Mhm.
But she's going to look at the dwarf, the monk, and ask, so, what can you tell me about those who worship jellyfish? I can't believe I just said that out loud.
Oh, the Temple of Divine Jelly Light.
Yeah. What's up with that?
Well, it's something that it's a religion that only exists here in Seagate because, well, it's the only place where there's shiny jellyfish.
Right.
They're
That checks out.
they're responsible for feeding, maintaining, caring for the jellyfish. They're a little weird.
Yes, I can personally confirm that. Yes.
They're a
Oh,
little
no,
bit
wait.
disorderly too. I mean, I don't think that they would really make good Rymanites.
No, I don't imagine they would. When we were traveling here, we came across a gathering of them next to the remains of one of the jellyfish that led to this man
Wait,
being as he is.
there was a jellyfish?
Yes, there was a jellyfish. A creature
Oh
attacked
no!
a jellyfish and it pierced the dome for a
Did
moment.
wait,
And
the creature attacked a jellyfish?
yes, it seemed that
Oh
like that
no!
at least. The
Is the
jellyfish,
jellyfish? What?
it didn't make it. No,
Oh no!
it was a quick ending, if that's any consolation. It didn't seem like it suffered.
Did they find it? Did they find the jellyfish?
It was all over.
Oh no! Did they already do the ritual?
That's what I wanted to ask you about. Is
Well, if they did the ritual, that's it. Um,
what?
I mean, they're not gonna get up to any more hijinks if they already completed their ritual. They're just gonna clean up.
All right. So is it customary for?
Oh, very. I mean, we don't have jellyfish dying in this city left and right or anything, but it's well enough known that if there's a dead jellyfish, there's gonna be a dead one of them guys too.
That response seemed a bit extreme.
Ah, well, well, I suppose on Rymorre, everything's a little bit extreme.
I don't deny that, but to do that in the middle of a school.
Was were there a lot of people watching?
No, it was late, and one of my companions obscured the view for a few students who were passing by.
All right. Well, the dean also passed by. He let us know what was going on. But I don't even know. I don't even know. That's so crazy. I don't know if I can give you any more information on it. Them jelly guys are real weird.
That they are. All right. So that's just how they are. All right. That's perfectly fine. So glad to be here. It's great.
Well, may Ryman smile upon your journeys.
And so's blessings to you. Thank you for your time, sir. And she is going to turn on her heel and march her ass out.
Cyrus, you've been observing.
Oh yeah, I've just been enjoying the show, um, especially Cinder's discomfort through the whole thing. But I was mostly focused on Violet, and I'm curious whether or not I picked up on her doing any skullduggery.
Violet, were you trying to shield your actions from Cyrus's eyes?
I didn't care much if my companions saw, because it was discussed beforehand for me to search for well, it wasn't really discussed for me to search for it, but to just look for the key.
Mhm.
So it was mostly just me trying to hide it from the monks there, so they don't see me take something off the body and be like, "What?"
Okay. So you would have definitely seen that, Cyrus.
Okay. So then, as Violet gives the two of us that kind of, all right, let's get out of here. I'll kind of turn and follow, like kind of follow in step behind her, and then as we kind of step back out into the light of day, shall we call it? Violet, you mind giving me your hand a moment?
What's for?
Just humor me, would you?
Which one?
The dirty one.
I will hand over my dirty hand.
And I'm just gonna pull out my water skin and just rinse off all the like viscera. He was in fairly acidic conditions, so trying to make sure it that gets neutralized before next thing you know, I hear Violet yelping in pain and whatnot.
Thank you.
Oh, yeah, no problem.
I got it. Assuming we're now back with Velen, the Ashen one. I got the key.
So you're standing outside of the temple, and if you want, there's a bit of a common area that is not currently inhabited by anyone.
I'm assuming I wouldn't just be like, guys, I got it as I like exit.
Well, I know we're excited to find what's in the box, but it might be wise for
Tavern
us.
first.
Yeah, let's go to the tavern. Let's get some food and get a room.
Drinks on me.
Love to hear it.
I pull out my map again.
So to the south, there is a tavern.
Oh,
There is room. It's pretty easy to negotiate getting a few rooms for the night, maybe for like a gold piece. With that comes food and drink. And as you're sitting in the tavern, finally getting to sit down to a drink and some food, you kind of reflect on the action, the events of the day.
That's.
I just,
Go ahead.
I was just going to say, fuck this day. All of it. That's all.
That was so gross. I do not know if you two saw that, but I had to put my hand in this man's mouth.
Oh, you actually did that.
Yes. The
Ew.
smell didn't bother me much. It was the fact that it was like squishy and like
I can
rotted at the
imagine.
same time. It was so disgusting.
You are bolder than I gave you credit for when we first met. I don't
When
think I would have done that.
when I have my eyes set on something, then I have my eyes set on something, and I take. I'm assuming we're in a room now. Okay,
Yeah,
I
you can be
take
in the
the
room.
box out of my bag and
Mhm.
I set it down in the middle of us, assuming we're all in like kind of like a little talking circle.
Yeah.
And I set the key down on top of the box.
If this key doesn't work, I think I might cry.
I mean, if the key does not work, we have other abilities. I just need
I know.
rest.
While we're talking, I'm gonna. I still have the tadpole tongue curl around my chest,
Ugh. Why?
and I'm just gonna be idly, just dressing it, taking out the innards.
Okay.
And
It does not smell good.
I bet it doesn't.
Why did you have to bring that in here?
I just want to sleep.
I feel you. I also would like to note that Violet did not drink alcohol. She does
Okay.
not drink. Just
The Ashen
throw
one
that
did
out
not
there.
drink at all either.
Cinder did not drink today. That's all you know.
Today. You look like you need it.
Vel
She doesn't look like
is
she needs it. I'll say that.
Vel's definitely drinking.
Okay.
Likewise.
Yeah, you guys have some familiarities. Don't
Um,
need to argue all the time.
There's something that I if I will try to do with this ton is
Not
once
in the
I
room.
once I have it dressed and like skinned and whatnot. My goal is to basically create a impromptu rope that has the ability to stick to something on the very end, like the sticky tongue.
Slappy hand.
Yeah, big slappy hand. Yes.
You feel like there's a decent chance that you might be able to do this with the proper amount of curing.
Yeah. So like just yeah. So I know it's okay. So I will. So this first part is me getting all of the sinew off of the backside.
Mhm.
and then once the sinew is off, I'll start getting it dried.
Okay. So you set it out to dry. Okay.
Yeah. Basically, like by on the wall, it's just a stretched out. Like I'm just running like rope through it, and then stretching it out.
That's terrible.
Cinder is going to pull out a stick of incense and burn it.
Okay.
Uh,
Okay.
I'm gonna head to a bedroom to begin getting ready for sleep.
Okay. I would say that this is probably a suite that has 3 bedrooms in it. And you're in like the common area, and there are like three
Oh shit, we fancy. We fancy. For gold? One?
for 1 gold. Yeah.
Oh, maybe Seagate is not that bad. Violet would definitely fight to take a room to herself.
Damn
And if everybody wants a room to herself themselves, then she would go pay for another room for herself.
it. There's like twin beds in the ones that are shared, right? That's not like queens.
Yeah.
Yes, like it's not queens, or yes, like it's
It's twin beds. Sorry.
okay.
My bad. Yes.
Important distinction.
Perfect. All right. Well, I'm just gonna lay down, I guess, on one of the beds
Okay.
and not deal with Violet's wrath.
If you, I would say that you probably want to pay an additional 2 gold if you wanted a room to yourself, Violet.
An additional 2 gold? I can do that. That's
Well,
fine.
there's gonna be one room there that has a bed to itself, right?
I mean, that is if Cyrus and Cinder want to share.
Mm.
I don't know. We just met. I'm okay sleeping on the couch. That's fine.
Is there a couch?
Is there a couch, DM, in the common area of this room?
Really?
The obligatory
mimic.
cuck chair in every
It's a
hotel room.
mimic. No,
I rolled a 3. There is no couch.
Is there the obligatory chair, quote unquote?
There's a wooden bench.
A cuck chair?
Oh, that's not cool, man.
you.
Well,
If you are willing to take the bench, I will give you my my bedding.
I'm going to sleep on a fucking bed tonight.
All right, then I will pay the 2 extra
Even
gold
with
for a room.
even with stranger danger. No offense, Cyrus.
No, none taken.
Please tell me you don't snore.
Oh, you guys are sharing the room. Okay, I don't have to pay the 2 extra gold.
you're
I
good.
love you guys.
So is that Varanvel and the Ashen one also sharing a room? Okay.
They push their beds together.
Oh God.
Sorry.
So as you are getting ready for bed, is anyone looking at the box and thinking anything about it, or are you leaving that till the morning?
I think we would leave it to the morning.
Yeah.
I also think
I
leave it
think
till
we all
morning.
agree it was like this. Let's all get some rest before the sun.
It explodes in our
Yeah.
faces and
Before we fuck
die.
around and find out.
Alex, you need to work on that poker face right now because I swear to God, I'm gonna come over there and scream with you.
Oh, it has nothing to do with the box, but I will
Okay,
not
perfect.
be going to bed.
Perfect. Okay.
Okay.
Vel will be doing his nightly prayers.
Okay. So before we get into the nighttime actions, like resting, sleeping, whatever it is that it's going to be, we are going to wrap up episode 3 right now. I'm going to go ahead and we are going to roll our credits here. And I want to thank everyone for joining us. We've gotten through our first day all intact. Everyone's alive still. What's up with that? Isn't that amazing?
You know what you did, DM. You know what you did.
Hey, we all made it, right? We all made
This
it.
time.
Wait, can I hit the long rest button or do I have to wait until next session?
Oh, we're going to wait until next
you're
session
Oh,
teasing me.
to hit the
cruel.
long rest.
It's so
button.
close, but so far.
Ugh.
Well, again, everyone who has joined us and hung out with us, commented in our chat, subscribed to us, hit a like on us. Thank you so much for coming on this adventure with us. It's been really great and looking forward to a whole lot more. So thank you very much. Bye-bye.
Thanks, guys.
Nerds.
See you next time.